Here we have a new 2023 Chevrolet Traverse. And this one comes in the Premier trim level in this beautiful sterling gray metallic. And our interior consists of jet black perforated leather. Now the powertrain on this Traverse is going to be a 3.6 liter naturally aspirated V6 engine, mated with a 9-speed automatic transmission. And just love this look here. As we get to the front end here, look at all this chrome. Love that grille. LED daytime running lights along with LED headlamps. And I really just love that look there. Just really nice look. Coming down here, we have some premium 20-inch aluminum wheels. They're gonna be on those Continental tires there. We get passive keyless entry on all 4 doors. And to our door panel, we have power door locks, memory seat functionality, power windows with 1 touch up and down, power mirrors that power fold, and then those have blind spot monitors in them. They're not wanting to work. There they go. Had to wake them up. And then we have a power lift gate here, 3/4 max off, and then to open and shut it, you can just hit that button. And then we have a 10-speaker Bose Sound System. Headlamp controls. And there we have our power driver's seat with power lumbar support. Now before we check out the rear leg room, let's go ahead and take a look at this window sticker. So not a bad sticker price, only $49,795 for this Premier. And the only option is the dual skyscape sunroof. Then we get all of that standard safety technology, LED tail lights, headlamps, heated cooled seats. And I'll get into a few more features as we go throughout the review. And then we can move the seat back and forth by hitting this bar right here. So I'll push it all the way back, and then this is for the seat back. Let's check out this leg room. So not bad at all, being 6'3", and this seat is actually leaning back a little bit more than I would normally adjust, but I have the seat in front of me adjust for someone of my size. Seat pockets on either side, I like that. And then just really, I like that the back of the seat is not hard, so if I do need to squish my knees in the back, it's not uncomfortable. And then look at this door panel here. Storage here, storage here, storage here, and then huge pocket down there, and that's for both sides. So that's pretty cool. And here we have our rear automatic AC control, so we can adjust the temp there. And when it's not in automatic mode, we can adjust the fan speed. And then we have 3-stage outboard heated seats for the second row. There's a 120-volt 3-prong household plug-in, and then 2 USB-A charging ports. And actually a really deep pocket in there for storage if you want to hide a Game Boy or remotes or something. And here's that second roof there, which we can close the shade, but it's going to be fixed glass. But I just like having that there. And there's our third row. There's still a little bit of leg room back there. I don't know if you can see it, even with the seat all the way back. So let's check out the room behind the third row and look at that back end there. Fuel filler there. Should just take regular gas. And there's the back end there, LED tail lamps. Really like that look. And I said in another review how I think it's very similar to like the sleekness of the Blazer. The Blazer Premier, I love how they just did the tail lights. Made everything look really, really nice. Let's go ahead and pop this lift gate. So really impressive. Still plenty of space behind the third row. And then we can even fold this seat down. All you have to do is pull up on this And then when the second row is up far enough, that'll fold flat for additional storage, which I usually like to ride in my vehicles. Just having one kid, just keep this down at all times for all that space, and I just use the captain chairs. And then we have a little storage down there. So over to the front passenger side, I like that we have power here with power lumbar. But yeah, just really love the overall look of this. But next we're gonna go ahead and check out the engine bay. Open the hood here. And there's that 3.6 liter naturally aspirated V6. Mostly covered up, of course. Let's go ahead and hop in this driver's seat. So really like the padding of the steering wheel. It's not as thick, but it's still really comfortable to hold on to. It doesn't feel like a rock. And then I can put my hand, I have a huge hand, I pretty much put them anywhere, depending on where I like to hold the wheel. So I like that. You can heat that. And then you also have power tilt and telescoping functionality in it too. But over here to the radio, we get AM, FM, XM along with Bluetooth. And we also have wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto compatibility, Wi-Fi hotspot. And there's our navigation system there. And then I've always liked this in the Traverse, how you can just pop the screen up and then you have a little storage in there. Then we have climate controls for the front and the rear. So it's actually going to end up being a tri-zone automatic climate system altogether, because you have dual zone up front and then the rear AC has its own. And then just really responsive, cutting it on and off. Of course, you have buttons down there too, which I'll go into momentarily. There's our backup camera with guidelines that turns you turn the steering wheel. We have a front camera, and then we have front and rear curbside views we can choose from. And we have a tow view there. So up front, you have that kind of bird's eye view. And then in the back, you have that bird's eye view. But like I said, we have dual zone automatic climate controls that we can use either on the screen or up front here, along with 3-stage heated and cooled seats for the driver and front passenger. And down here we have an SD card reader, and that's for the navigation system. 2 USB-A inputs, and then an aux input there, 12 volt there. Good size wireless charging pad. And then for the 9-speed, the shifter here, we hit this button behind, pull down, reverse, neutral, drive, and then low mode there. We can downshift, upshift from the actual shifter. Here's a better look at that button there. Electronic parking brake, pull up to engage, press down to disengage. And then we just have a couple of drive modes. There's a tour mode and then a snow and ice mode there. And then we also have auto stop toggle and then a lane departure toggle there. Cup holders there. And there is the front half of that dual skyscape sunroof. And that you can one-touch tilt and slide. And actually Goes back pretty good ways. And then the controls for that, the sunshade for the back. You have to hold that. Then universal home remote, LED dome lights, OnStar, rear camera mirror. We can just toggle that on and off, flipping that. And then for our center console cubby space, really good size. But if you don't need all that and you just want somewhere to put your glasses or whatever, you have that removable tray there. And there's a view of the back seat from up here. And I like that we get hangers on all three of the passenger sides. So you can either hang your clothes there or hold on if you're going around a off-ramp or something. And then we have the AC vents in the ceiling too. Glove compartment, owner's manuals here. And I really like all this kind of all black look in the trim. It looks really, really fancy. I should say sophisticated would be a better way of putting it. Now to the left side of the steering wheel, we have our cruise controls there. The gap adjust for the adaptive cruise and the forward collision alert there. Like I said, traditional cruise controls and heated steering wheel toggle here. Voice recognition controls here, and then these 4 arrows along with this check mark we can use to go through our digital center stack here in the gauge cluster. Then we have automatic high beams here, windshield wiper controls here. Behind the steering wheel on the left side, we can adjust our radio station favorites or track list controls. And then behind the steering wheel on the right side, we have volume. Push button start. And finally, here is our key fob with remote start. So next it's time we go ahead and take this Traverse Premier out on the road for a quick test drive. So I'm going to give it a bit of throttle getting on the interstate here. Like I said, just a little bit, just kind of breaking it in. And I like how just putting my foot down normally, just the acceleration was still good without basically burning oil. And then we have the adaptive cruise there. And the lane departure is actually doing a pretty good job here on the interstate. Of course, it's still ping-ponging me, but just making sure that I somewhat stay in between the lines, especially as it kind of dips to the right, the roadway. But averaging around 27, 28 miles per gallon, which is about what the EPA says this will get on the highway. But a really smooth ride. Of course, they just repaved this stretch of interstate, but a really, really smooth ride. And just the platform on these, I've said several times, the Traverses, the Enclaves, and the Acadia, they just ride really well. Just having that longer wheelbase as opposed to some of the other vehicles in the GM lineup. And I feel like the sound coming from the engine bay is really almost muffled. Just really good sound quality in the cabin, where I'm able to hear myself talk without having to talk over the engine. And a lot of that also has to do with the 9-speed automatic, as opposed to having a 7-speed, 8-speed, or 6-speed. Especially at higher speeds, you're not having to hear the engine rev as much. And that also helps the fuel economy as well. And to me, maybe it's just the refresh of the Traverse, but the engine itself just sounds more refined to me. It sounds throatier, not as raspy. And like I said, when you're off the throttle, it's almost silent. But for a sticker price under $50,000, you really do get a lot. Having all that standard safety technology, having the sunroof, cooled seats, heated steering wheel, wireless CarPlay and Android Auto, and even little things like the rear camera mirrors, just really, it makes you feel like you're in a $50,000 car, as opposed to most vehicles these days. You're like, I paid blah, blah, blah for this. Back in the day, it used to be half the price. And I feel like the Traverse has kind of lived up, the Premier in particular, has lived up to its steeper price tag with the added technology in here. And I ain't even touched just the Bose system, memory seats, LED headlamps, tail lights. So good package for the money, in my opinion. But this will bring me to the end of my review of the 2023 Chevrolet Traverse Premier.